The inside's done. I'm so excited.
Morning, everybody. It's Ryan with Bricks and Slabs, and we are starting our curing fires. Just a little baby one. We're heating up the flue first, and then we'll move on to moving into the back here in a little bit. We're going to shoot for 200 to 300 degrees today. We've had heat lamps in there, and we've had it rolling around 200 degrees for the last couple of days. And now we're gonna start stepping up the heat a little bit slowly. Hopefully by tonight, I want to be rolling solid around 300 degrees. That's the goal. So. All right, let's take a look. Draw is working well. We've got no smoke coming out the front. That's pretty. There we go. There we go.
Alright guys, we have the insulation on the oven, and we have been curing the oven for 2.5, 3 days now. We started out at 200 degrees for the first day, and we ran that for 24 hours. Then we stepped it up to 300. Today we've kept it around 350 to 400. I think right now we're floating at 350. Tomorrow we're going to probably raise it up to 550, and then the day after another 100 degrees. The point of this video though was to show you guys that when you are curing your oven, you want to do it low and slow for long periods of time, but you can also cook on the way up while you're getting your oven ready to make pizza. You don't just immediately got to hop into pizza. We made spare ribs. We smoked some spare ribs yesterday. We kept them in the back corner on one of the cooler sides of the oven for about 6 hours. Basted it, brought them out. They were delicious. Today we did cherry pie and apple pie. And we're roasting some of the pine nuts in there, or some of the cherry nuts in there as well. So I'll show you guys. I'm working on getting a better door. I just haven't built it yet. So we have got a decent little fire on that back end. Oh yeah, we got corn in there too. But we soaked some corn in water and threw it in there probably about a half hour ago. And then the pies went in probably about 30-40 minutes ago. They're looking like they are almost perfect. And then we're roasting some cherry nuts. Those are supposed to be really good. But yeah, so she is working really well. She's been holding steady on this side about 350, so I imagine maybe 450 on the other side. Next time I'm going to put 2 dials. You give it about 30 minutes after the fire's died down, and this thing dials in pretty well. You move the fire underneath of it and it shoots up 700 in a second. So on the inside, I don't know if we're going to be able to see it. No, we can't. Maybe. That's all smoky. But It's about 2 or 3 inches out above that, you know, well, third course brick. It's day 5, and we are going to try and hit 500 degrees. I had it about 200 this morning at 6:30, and about 7:30 right now, and I think we're up to 275. So I'm going to do a slow burn and try and get it up to 500, 550 by the end of the night. The pies were a disaster. I forgot to heat up the stones underneath. Rookie mistake. So the tops were delicious, everything was great. You got to the bottoms, it was a little soupy. So that won't be happening again. But still, it was working great. All right, we're at 500 degrees. I'll show you guys here in a minute. Actually, we're probably approaching 510, 515. I've got some big chunks of red oak. The dome's starting to turn white in one area, so I'm starting to move it around. We might be at a point of no return where she's just going to start heating up anyways. So we probably will be at pizza temps here soon. She's beautiful. It's been a 5-day cure. I've raised it and fluctuated it 100 degrees each time. I've got no cracking on the front face. I do have a thermal break in this oven, and I've got no visible interior cracking that I can see. Eventually I will let this thing cool down. 3 inches of insulation. I mean, you can feel the warmth if you, with the 3 inches of insulation, you can feel the warmth if you press on it, but that's about it. So let's take this off and I'll show you guys inside. I'm going to push the fire around the edges. So that I can start heating up the whole dome. All right, let's back this up. So, if you guys can see how it's starting to turn white, there's still a little bit of black on this right side. As far as the actual dome, I think see how it is white on one side, black on the other. That white means that your stones are radiating 650 degrees and above, or the soot has burnt off of them. So they're hot, and she's hot all the way up to the top. So the dome on that thing is just getting really warm. We're gonna see what happens. Over here, it says we're creeping up on 550. So as soon as this whole thing turns white, you're pretty much ready to make pizza. That's when you're gonna brush off your surface, get your doughs ready, which we made dough this morning. We only did a 6-hour rise, which we really should have done them last night, but that's not a biggie, it'll still work. This is my first go at it with the new Behemoth. I think that's its name. But pretty soon this side will turn. I wish I could set this on time lapse so you guys can see the zone. Maybe if I put this heat board here on the majority of it. Man, no, that is warm.